Three, two, one.
Hey, I'm Devery.
And I'm Alex.
And this is Charger Current News.
Let's start this week off with the weather forecast.
Hello, this is Kylie Henson, and this is This Weekend's Weather. On Friday, the high is 43 and the low is 28, and it will be partly cloudy. This Saturday, it will be sunny and the high of 45 and a low of 28. And on Sunday, the high will be 47 with a low of 29 and partly cloudy as well. Back to the studio.
Looks like a great weekend for some outside fun time.
Here's the lunch menu for next week.
On Monday, we'll be having a hot dog on bun, coney sauce, mac and cheese, cucumbers and ranch, baked beans, and chilled pears.
We'll be having turkey and noodles, warm baked roll, whipped potatoes with gravy, seasoned green beans, and fruit
On Wednesday, we'll be having stuffed cheese breadsticks with marinara sauce, romaine salad, steamed carrots, fresh apple wedges, and a chocolate chip.
On Thursday, we'll be having hamburger with sliced cheese, tomato, onion, and lettuce, oven-baked fries, steamed broccoli, and
We'll
fruit.
be having the brand new burrito bowl that has rice, seasoned chicken, and topped with cheese. We'll also be having black beans, corn chips and salsa, and chilled peaches.
Now back to the studio.
Looks like a delicious lunch for the week. I think I know that guy in the video though.
No, you don't. Anyways, starting next week, we'll be having a blind date with a book.
Here's a fun fact for the week.
Fact of the week. It takes Pluto 248.09 Earth years to complete one orbit around the sun.
That was an interesting fact. Thank you, Chase. Now on to Caitlin with a special day in history.
Today in history, South African President F.W. de Klerk lifted the 30-year ban on the African National Congress.
That was fascinating. Thank you, Caitlin.
Speaking of history, academic team signups have started for English, history, and more. Contact Mr. Martin, Mr. Verdine, Mr. Melvin, or Mrs. Webster.
Now here's a question for the week.
Hi, this is for the Charger News. Do you think that the groundhog will show his shadow?
Sure.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think that he will show his shadow because it's been so warm, it's going to trick us. And then it's going to be really cold again, and we're all going to be really sad.
Thank you. Hello. Do you think that the groundhog will show his shadow this week?
No, I don't think so.
Why is that?
Because I think there's going to be more winter.
Hello. Do you think that the groundhog will show his shadow this week?
No,
Why is that?
because I think it did last year.
Okay.
This is Tayo. Do you think that the groundhog will show his shadow to next week, whatever?
I hope he shows his shadow because we have not had a good snowstorm yet, and I love snow.
Dominic Walker, do you think that the groundhog will show his shadow?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Oh, because it's just built different.
Okay, thank you for that answer.
That was pretty funny. Thank you, Grayson. We're having the Valentine's dance on February 9th. It'll be from 3 to 4:30.
There'll be a pep session that day beforehand for the homecoming game at the high school. This isn't a bash, so we won't be walking kids up to the game.
They need to make sure someone picks them up at 4:30. Spring sports are almost here. In March, we will have sign-ups for track, girls tennis, and boys golf.
Make sure you have a physical on file to participate.
To wrap up the news, here's an interview from Isabella and Sammy.
What would your classroom's theme song be?
I do not know.
If there was one book you could share with your students, what book would it be?
Freak the Mighty. We read it in 6th grade, but I want all of my kids to read it.
What's the difference between your afternoon classes and your morning classes?
My morning classes are a lot more calm than my afternoon classes. My afternoon classes are crazy.
What accomplishment this year fills you with pride so far?
Hearing that my students enjoy coming to my classroom.
How do you motivate your students?
With Jolly Ranchers.
What is your favorite dish from the cafeteria?
The turkey and noodles.
How would you describe a day or a week in your class?
We do a lot of reading, we do a lot of hard work, and most of the time it feels like chaos.
What is the number one question you've always wanted to ask a student?
What are you thinking doing that right now?
How do you cope with stress in the classroom?
I take a deep breath and try again.
Thank you two for the interview, and thanks to Miss Clark for the information.
Well, we're out of time for this week.
Thanks for watching the Charger Current News. Tune in next week.